The word York is a corrupted form of Balti or Buddhic language that is derived from the actual word here, and we pronounce like this, here, here, and this prefix h or he sound is so typical and so difficult to pronounce for any other language speaker, maybe for Europeans, maybe for foreigners, and maybe for other non-Balti speakers. But it is easy for the Balti speaker, like we can speak here. It's so easy for us. Similarly, the suffix word mo is added for the word York, and it becomes the word hiakmo. It is for female York. And this kind of prefix words and suffix words that is often used in our Balti language.
Mhm.
Similarly, the prefix H sound like words, like we can say chew, chew. It's so difficult to pronounce. It is chew means 10. Similarly, chan, chan means snow leopard. Again, sound like H. Similarly, sta, sta. Again, so difficult to pronounce. So this kind of actual yak sound is much similar to the sound, a grunty sound of yak that they produce when they're faced in danger, or they feel some angry mood. Then they produce a sound like this. So this kind of sound that produced by yak and produced like the sound of yak. Now, I would like to come to a few comment about the uh, some brief history about the York that related to our area. So I would like to some things about that. The interaction of York and the human early settlement of human in this part of the world has been side by side. Uh, when this people of the world was practice shamanism and was the believer of Bon school of thought, they were practice animisms and shamanisms. Similarly, and that goes to the regime of Tonpa Sharap Mewacha, somewhat about 18,000 years ago. Some other interesting and indigenous knowledge are in the local found in the local myth and mythos, like it can be found in the epic hero we call Lafu Kesar, son of God, or King Kesar, that was very famous in entire region of Tibet, Baltistan, Gilgit, Mongolia, and elsewhere in China. So now I would like to say something about the Yaug breeding system in Gilgit, Baltistan, Pakistan. There are three major breeding line system that has been prevailing in our area. Number one, pure York breeding system. Number two, York cow cross breeding system. Number third, female York with ox line breeding system. So I would like to say number one, York pure York breeding system. It is common. It is natural. Your pure York bull cross with the female York, and it will produce pure York again. It is so common. It is normal. But when we talk about the hybrid cross in the pure York with the cow breeding system, this is so interesting and so indigenous that have been prevailing in our area, especially in Baltistan. So when you have pure York cross with cow, domestic cow, I mean, it will produce Zo and Zomo. Zo is sterile or infertile, and while the Zomo, it is female and it is fertile. It is more active, more alert, and produce more milk than other cow and what is called Yakmo. Sorry. Uh, and this female Zomo in the F1 generation, again back cross with the pure yolk again, it will produce F2 generation that we call Gar and Garmo. Gar is again sterile and or infertile, while the Garmo is again fertile. It will cross back again with pure yolk, and it will produce in the third generation that we call Gir and Girmo. Gir is again sterile or infertile, while Girmo is fertile, which is female, and it again back cross with the pure yolk again, and it will produce a fourth generation that we call the Fluk and Flukmo. Fluk is again male, and Flukmo is female. This and many people that we have that they told me that Fluk and Flukmo is more active, more sharp, and they are very sensitive, uh, and they are very similar to yolk appearance. And this Flukmo is again back cross with the pure yolk to produce F5 generation or fifth generation that we call Brook and Brugmo. Brook is again sterile, but maybe some ability to fertility. And the female, which is called Brugmo, again cross with the pure yolk, and it again produce sixth generation that we call Brick and Brigmo. The brick is again sterile, but there may be some potential for breeding, and they are about 75 to 80% they are fertile. And this female brigmo is again crossed with the pure yolk to produce pure 100% potential yolk. This kind of breeding system that has been prevailing in the area of Gilgit-Baltistan in past, but nowadays yolk keeping and yolk profession has been almost downfall due to unknown reason, maybe some globalization, maybe some modernization, or maybe some industrialization. Somewhat, somehow, uh, this kind of practice have been done in our area. It should be there. It should be done further on the basis of genetic diversity and research work. So that's all about the yolk breeding system that has been prevailing in the area of Gilgit-Baltistan. Thank you.